Hello again, everyone. So, tonight was the Stone Cold podcast. You can see it's still daylight here, so I couldn't watch it live. I started to, because I was a few minutes behind, and then I caught up with it. But it's just the network just was playing up. I don't know why. Anyway. So I watched this. This was a pretty good one. Not hard hitting or anything like that, but some interesting stories came out and everything. I think that's probably what they're looking to have right now, and I think Jericho's probably more of the guy to do that with. But I think the thing everyone's going to be talking about with this is that at the end, Paul Heyman asked Austin if he would like to face Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 32. And they call it that, even though they put up the graphic for it, Dallas, Texas and everything. And it's not numbered anymore, which is silly. I would prefer if they were numbered. So, anyway, he said, would you like to face Brock Lesnar? And he said, it took a while to come around to it. They said they were going to call him, and I thought that would have been really cool had they actually gotten Brock on the line to talk, to say something. But he pretty much cut a promo on Paul Heyman at the end. And no doubt, Dallas, Texas, 100,000 people there, as they said. And they wanted it to be a Texas death match. Which, yeah, that would be interesting. You'd probably have Austin in a t-shirt and Daisy Dukes denim shorts, squaring off against Brock, which would be really cool. And then, yeah, that would be the only way to do it, I would say. Yeah, and that would be very interesting if Austin were to come back and face Brock in a big match like that. That would definitely be a big money match. And I think that would be really cool. But on the show itself, really quick, there was a couple of cool stories there. A few things that we've probably heard before in various places. I would like to go back and listen to Austin interview Paul Heyman on the other beforehand, because really it seemed like, honestly, I think they need to have a little bit more time on these things, because it really, honestly, I think you could probably put an extra hour or more on these things and do the more of these, because it really feels like they're just getting to a good point and then get cut off, and that bothers me, because it just feels like, especially with Austin's one, certain people, yeah, definitely just an hour in that, but when you got these people that have had like huge long careers, and that you could really just talk to them for hours and hours and hours, because it's just like, I honestly think you could probably get another hour out of these things. I know that they're built on it like straight after Raw. Well, yeah, it's great, but yeah. Anyway, so there was this cool story about Paul Heyman when he was Samoans and everything. There's like mainly that's what it was, like a bunch of road stories. Like, I'd really like to hear him talk more about how writing SmackDown and how that how he came up with certain things like that. To me, that's the thing that was really missing from the Paul Heyman DVD. There was none of that talk. Like, they really don't talk about that in any real detail. Like, they kind of talked about it a bit when Edge, on Jericho's podcast with Edge, Edge and Paul Heyman. So, be really cool if we had Paul Heyman on Jericho's show and he got to talking to him about that. Anyway, overall, I think this was a good comeback for Austin. Apparently, he had some problems. I don't know what they were, but okay. So probably the next wrestling thing you'll hear me talk about is Money in the Bank. I have been working on a few ideas. I've been really procrastinating on a lot of things, other projects as well. I'm really just getting ready for Supernova. So when I come back from Supernova, there'll probably be a lot more stuff coming your way from me. Anyway, I may be making a cameo on someone else's channel sometime soon. Not sure how much of what I put into that cameo will be on their thing. I've been thinking about doing something with someone else today. I haven't contacted them, so I'm not going to talk too much about it. But that might be a possibility if I can get in contact with them. I would really like to collaborate with them about something. So yeah, I'll leave that note. I'll leave that with you, and yeah, we'll talk about it later. We'll do some more of these. I don't know when the next. I have been thinking about doing some other stuff, or some wrestling stuff as well, but I really want to figure out a way of doing that in a different way. Anyway, see you later.